Chronic stress is quietly shaping the lives of millions, and most people never even realize what it is doing to their brain until the effects become impossible to ignore. Neuroscientists warn that stress is not just an emotional reaction or a temporary feeling, it is a biological force that physically alters brain cells, weakens neural connections, and disrupts the memory circuits that allow you to think clearly. When stress hormones like cortisol stay elevated for long periods, they interfere with communication between neurons, shrink parts of the brain responsible for memory, and lower your ability to concentrate and stay focused. Many people notice this without understanding the cause. Forgetting simple things, struggling to recall names, losing track of conversations, repeating the same question, or feeling mentally foggy, even after rest. Neuroscience research shows that the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, is extremely sensitive to stress hormones, and chronic exposure can literally reduce its volume over time. Emotional regulation also becomes more difficult because stress affects the amygdala, making you more reactive, more anxious, and less resilient. This combination creates a cycle. Stress damages the brain right-pointing arrow. This damage makes you more sensitive to stress right-pointing arrow, leading to even more damage. Breaking this cycle is possible, but only when we actively engage in habits proven to strengthen the brain. In this video for WellCare Zone, we explore what neuroscientists have discovered about stress and memory, and the powerful steps you can take to protect your brain before the damage becomes permanent. Scientists now understand that the brain is not fixed, it is constantly reshaping itself depending on your daily habits, thoughts, and environment. This means that even if stress has already affected your memory, you can still rebuild and repair the brain through neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to grow new connections and strengthen old ones. But to unlock this ability, the body must exit long-term stress mode. Research from major neuroscience centers shows that lifestyle plays a massive role in this. For example, when you constantly multitask, worry, scroll endlessly on your phone, or work under pressure without rest, your nervous system stays in a state of high alert, as if you're continuously facing a threat. Cortisol levels stay elevated and reduce the brain's ability to encode new information. People often mistake this for aging, but stress-related memory decline can happen at any age. The good news is that the same brain that breaks under stress can also heal when given the right conditions. Studies reveal that simple daily behaviors, deep breathing, high-quality sleep, movement, meaningful social interactions, and mindful awareness, can lower cortisol, improve blood flow to the brain, and enhance memory formation. When these habits are practiced consistently, many people report clearer thinking, improved creativity, quicker learning, and stronger recall. Neuroscientists say that just like muscles respond to exercise, the brain responds to care and nourishment. If stress has been affecting your memory, your brain is not failing, it is simply overwhelmed, and with the right support, it can rebuild its strength. One of the most powerful ways to reverse stress-related brain damage is through intentional physical movement. Neuroscientific studies confirm that exercise increases the production of BDNF, a protein known as miracle grow for the brain, because it supports the growth of new neurons and protects existing ones from stress. Even slow walking, stretching, gentle yoga, or deep breathing exercises can lower cortisol and improve oxygen flow to the brain within minutes. People who move their bodies regularly show stronger hippocampal activity and better long-term memory retention. But it is not just about physical movement, mental stillness plays an equally important role. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, slow breathing, and grounding help deactivate the brain's stress centers and turn on the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for logic, reason, and decision-making. When practiced consistently, these habits literally rewire neural networks, making your brain less reactive and more resilient. Neuroscientists also highlight the importance of sleep, because this is when the brain clears out toxins, repairs neural connections, and strengthens memories. Stress often interrupts this process by keeping the mind alert at night, leading to fragmented sleep and poor cognitive function during the day. Creating a nighttime routine that reduces stimulation, such as turning off screens early, dimming lights, and practicing slow breathing, can help restore the brain's natural healing rhythms. When the mind and body finally get the chance to rest deeply, memory improves, attention returns, and the brain begins to feel lighter and sharper. Nutrition also plays a major role in protecting the brain from stress. Chronic stress increases inflammation, and the modern diet, high in sugar, low in nutrients, makes the brain even more vulnerable. Neuroscientists recommend foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals to support neural health. Fatty fish, nuts, seeds, berries, leafy greens, and colorful vegetables help reduce inflammation and strengthen the brain's communication pathways. Hydration is equally important because even mild dehydration can impair concentration and short-term memory. Many people unknowingly worsen their stress levels through caffeine overload, erratic eating patterns, and processed foods, all of which elevate cortisol further. At the same time, natural compounds found in foods like turmeric, green tea, and dark cocoa have been shown to support brain health by improving blood flow and reducing oxidative stress. Neuroscientists explain that the brain consumes more energy than any other organ, and the quality of that energy matters. When your diet supports brain function, your memory becomes stronger, your mood becomes more stable, and your mind becomes more adaptable. The combination of good sleep, stress management, exercise, and nutrition creates a powerful environment for the brain to recover from the damaging effects of chronic stress. Ultimately, taking care of your brain requires conscious, daily choices that protect your memory, preserve your emotional balance, and strengthen your ability to think clearly even under pressure. Neuroscientists emphasize that the brain is incredibly resilient, but only when we support it with the right habits. Chronic stress is not something you can ignore or push through. Its effects accumulate quietly, often showing up as forgetfulness, irritability, mental fatigue, or emotional instability. But the moment you begin to prioritize rest, mindful awareness, deep breathing, movement, meaningful connection, and proper nourishment, the brain starts repairing itself. Neural pathways strengthen, communication between brain cells improves, and memory function begins to recover. You start to feel more present, more focused, and more in control. If you've been feeling overwhelmed or noticing changes in your memory, consider this your reminder that your brain is asking for help, and you have the power to give it what it needs. The journey toward a healthier, stronger, and more resilient brain begins with small steps practiced consistently. And when you commit to these changes, your brain rewards you with clarity, confidence, emotional balance, and the ability to handle life's challenges with greater ease.